Chosen ones, be careful. You are 100% right. This person is trying. You feel it deep inside your spirit, and I am telling you now that feeling is not confusion, it is clarity. Do not scroll past this moment, because what you are about to understand can protect your peace, your future, and the blessing I have prepared for you. You are not imagining things, you are not overthinking, and you are not being paranoid. This person is trying to interfere with what I am building in your life, and your discernment is finally waking up to the truth. Stay with these words carefully, because missing this could delay something precious that is already close to you. Type Amen if you agree. I see what you have been sensing, even when you tried to ignore it. I place that awareness in you so you would not walk blindly into harm. This is not about fear, it is about protection and alignment. The reason you feel uneasy around this person is because their intentions are not aligned with your growth, and your spirit recognizes it before your mind can explain it. I am confirming to you right now that your instincts are not lying to you. There is a reason conversations with them leave you drained. There is a reason your energy shifts when they are near. You have noticed small signs, subtle behaviors, and hidden patterns that do not sit right with your spirit. That discomfort is not random, it is a signal. I do not give my chosen ones confusion, I give them discernment, and you are finally learning how to trust it. Before you continue, take a moment and show your support by liking this video, because this helps this truth reach others who are silently struggling with the same hidden battles. Listen closely now, because this is important for you to understand. Not everyone who smiles at you wants to see you rise. Not everyone who speaks kindly carries pure intentions. Some people are drawn to your light, but not to celebrate it. They are drawn to study it, to weaken it, or to benefit from it without honoring it. And this person you are thinking about right now falls into that space. You are not crazy for noticing how they act differently when others are around. You are not wrong for sensing that something behind their words does not match their energy. I have been revealing this slowly to you because I needed you to see it for yourself. When you discover truth on your own, it stays with you longer and protects you deeper. This person has been watching your growth, and it unsettles them. Your peace challenges their chaos. Your progress reminds them of their own lack of movement. Instead of being inspired, they have chosen to resist what you carry. That resistance shows up in small ways, through subtle negativity, hidden jealousy, or quiet attempts to distract you from your path. Type 777 if you trust God. Do not misunderstand this moment. This is not about becoming cold or shutting your heart completely. This is about wisdom. I am not asking you to hate anyone, but I am guiding you to see clearly. You can love people and still keep distance. You can forgive and still protect your space. That balance is where your strength will grow. You have been too open with your energy, too willing to give your time, and too trusting with your thoughts. That kindness is beautiful, but it must be guarded with wisdom. Not everyone deserves access to your inner world. Not everyone deserves to hear your plans before they happen. Silence is protection in this season, and I am teaching you how to use it. What this person is trying to do will not succeed, but it can slow you down if you ignore what you are feeling. That is why I am speaking to you now. I am not exposing this to create fear. I am exposing it so you can move smarter. Awareness is your shield, and once you see clearly, their influence weakens immediately. You have noticed how certain things go wrong after you share good news with them. You have seen how your confidence shifts after certain conversations. That is not coincidence. Energy transfers in ways you cannot always see, but you can feel it. And your spirit has been alerting you again and again. I have been protecting you even when you were unaware. I have blocked what you could not see. I have redirected situations that could have harmed you. But now you are stepping into a higher level of awareness, and with that comes responsibility. You must choose wisely who you allow into your space. This person is not stronger than you, and they are not greater than my protection over your life. But their presence becomes dangerous when you ignore the warning signs. When you continue to allow access despite knowing something feels off, you weaken your own boundaries. I am strengthening those boundaries in you right now. You are chosen, and that means you carry something valuable. Your peace, your purpose, your future, all of it matters deeply. That is why distractions and hidden opposition sometimes come through people you least expect. It is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it is quiet, subtle, and disguised as normal interaction. What if the real reason most manifestation methods do not work has finally been explained? A top neuroscientist linked to CIA research says, without the right brainwave, results stay inconsistent. This 7-second ritual, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people approach money differently and improve their direction. Many are now stepping into dream homes, buying luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations they once thought were out of reach. But this information might not stay available online. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets removed. I need you to pay attention to how you feel, not just what you see. Your spirit responds before your mind understands. That feeling you get, that sudden shift in energy, that quiet discomfort, it is truth speaking without words. And I am asking you now to respect that truth. Do not confront in anger. Do not react in haste. Move with calm, quiet strength. Distance yourself gradually if needed. Protect your thoughts, protect your plans, and protect your peace. You do not need to explain everything to everyone. Sometimes silence is the loudest form of wisdom. I am leading you into a season where clarity will become your greatest strength. The more you listen, the more you will see. The more you trust what I am showing you, the more confident you will become in your decisions. You will no longer doubt yourself the way you used to. This situation is not here to harm you, it is here to teach you. It is sharpening your discernment and preparing you for the next level of your life. Because where you are going, not everyone can come with you. And learning that now will save you from deeper pain later. You tried to be understanding, patient, and kind, even when something inside you was asking you to step back. But now you are waking up to a deeper truth, and that truth is changing how you see everything. The person you have been sensing is not confused about what they are doing. Their actions may look small on the surface, but their intention carries weight. They study your reactions, they notice your habits, and they quietly test your boundaries. What you once thought was harmless behavior is now becoming clearer, and I am opening your eyes so you no longer ignore it. This is not to create fear in you, but to sharpen your awareness. Type 1111 if you believe. You have reached a point where your growth cannot be hidden anymore. Your energy has changed, your mindset has matured, and your presence carries a different kind of strength. That kind of transformation attracts attention, both positive and negative. Some people are inspired by your journey, but others feel threatened by it, even if they never admit it out loud. This person falls into the second group, and their discomfort is not something you can fix for them. There were moments when you felt like pulling away, but you stayed out of habit or emotional attachment. You told yourself that maybe you were overthinking, or maybe you just needed to give them more time. But deep inside, the feeling never left you. That quiet voice kept returning, reminding you that something was not right. That voice was me, guiding you gently toward clarity. I want you to understand something clearly. Not everyone who has been in your life is meant to stay in your future. Some people are only meant to be part of your learning, not your destiny. Holding on to them beyond their purpose only creates confusion and delays your progress. Letting go does not mean failure, it means alignment. You are stepping into a season where your peace must be protected at all costs. That means being selective with your time, your energy, and your trust. It means noticing patterns instead of ignoring them. It means valuing your inner peace more than temporary comfort. This is how you begin to move differently, with wisdom instead of just emotion. There is something important I need you to recognize. This person does not have power over your life unless you continue to give them access. Their influence depends on your openness. When you start closing the doors they once walked through freely, their effect on you weakens immediately. You do not need to fight them, you simply need to step back. Your silence will confuse them. Your distance will reveal their true nature. When you stop feeding their curiosity and stop reacting to their behavior, you will begin to see them more clearly than ever before. Truth reveals itself when you remove distraction. And that truth will confirm everything your spirit has been trying to show you. Type yes to receive miracles. You have always been someone who tries to see the good in people. That is a beautiful quality, and it comes from your heart. But now I am teaching you how to balance that kindness with wisdom. Seeing the good does not mean ignoring the bad. You can acknowledge both and still choose what is best for you. That is the maturity you are stepping into. Pay attention to how they respond when you start changing your behavior. Notice if they become distant, irritated, or suddenly overly interested. These shifts will reveal their intentions more than their words ever could. Actions speak louder than anything they say, and you are now in a position to observe without being affected. You do not need to announce your decisions. You do not need to explain your boundaries in detail. Your actions will speak for you. When you move with quiet confidence, people will feel the difference. And those who were only comfortable when you were vulnerable will begin to feel uncomfortable around your strength. This is where your transformation becomes real. Not in what you say, but in how you move. Not in what you promise, but in what you allow. You are learning that your energy is valuable, and not everyone deserves access to it. This understanding will change your life in ways you cannot yet fully see. Have you heard about the private group of neuroscientists working on brainwaves connected to money? A top researcher revealed this work was based on CIA studies, not meant for public release yet. The result is a simple 7-second ritual, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, now practiced at home. Many who once struggled financially are now living in dream homes, owning luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could disappear without warning. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. I am protecting you, but I am also teaching you to protect yourself, because where you are going, you will need this level of awareness. The blessings ahead of you require strength, clarity, and discernment. You cannot carry unnecessary weight into your next chapter. And some connections, no matter how familiar they feel, are part of that weight. Do not feel guilty for choosing yourself. Do not feel bad for stepping back from what no longer feels right. Your peace matters, your growth matters, and your future depends on the decisions you make in moments like this. You are not losing anything, you are making space for something better. There is a shift happening around you, even now. Opportunities are aligning, doors are preparing to open, and new connections are waiting to enter your life. But those new things cannot fully arrive if old, misaligned energies are still holding space. That is why this moment is so important. Trust the process I am leading you through. Even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it feels unfamiliar, it is necessary. Growth often requires separation, clarity often requires distance, and peace often requires difficult decisions. But every step you take in this direction brings you closer to the life I have prepared for you. You are not alone in this. I am with you in every thought, every decision, and every step forward. I see your effort, your courage, and your willingness to grow, and I am guiding you toward a future where you no longer question your worth or your intuition. The distance you feel growing between you and this person is not something to fear, it is something to understand. When energy is no longer aligned, separation naturally begins to happen. You may feel moments of sadness or uncertainty, but beneath that there is a quiet sense of relief. That relief is your confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. Type 2222 to receive miracles. This person has been comfortable with the version of you that did not question, the version that gave without limits and trusted without hesitation. But now that you are becoming more aware, their comfort is shifting. They can feel that you are no longer as accessible as before. They can sense that you are observing instead of reacting, and that change unsettles them. You may start to notice subtle attempts to pull you back into old patterns. They may act unusually kind, or they may try to remind you of past memories to keep you emotionally connected. They might even test your reactions to see if they still have influence over your feelings. These actions are not random. They are responses to your growth, and you must remain steady in your awareness. I am asking you to stay grounded in what you now understand. Do not allow temporary emotions to override the clarity you have received. Growth often feels uncomfortable because it requires you to move differently than you are used to. But that discomfort is not a sign to go back. It is a sign that you are moving forward. There is strength in your silence right now. There is power in your ability to observe without reacting. You do not need to engage in every conversation or respond to every situation. Choosing when to speak and when to remain quiet is part of the wisdom you are developing, and that wisdom will protect you in ways that force never could. You are learning that not every connection is meant to be maintained. Some relationships exist only for a season, and when that season ends, holding on creates unnecessary strain. Letting go is not about rejecting someone, it is about honoring your own journey. It is about recognizing when something no longer fits the person you are becoming. Type 1010 to receive blessings. I see the thoughts that cross your mind when you consider stepping back completely. You wonder if you are being too harsh or if you are making the wrong decision. But deep down, there is a quiet knowing that keeps returning. That knowing is not based on fear, it is based on truth. And I am asking you to trust that truth more than your temporary doubts. The path ahead of you requires clarity, not confusion. It requires peace, not tension. It requires alignment, not compromise. This person brings you out of that alignment, even in small ways. And those small shifts, over time, can create larger disruptions. That is why I am guiding you now, before anything grows into something more difficult to handle. You are not meant to carry everyone with you into your future. Some people are part of your past for a reason. Holding on to them out of familiarity can keep you tied to patterns you have already outgrown. You are stepping into something new, something greater, and that requires a different level of awareness. Pay attention to how your energy changes when you are not around them. Notice how your thoughts become clearer and your spirit feels lighter. That difference is important. It is showing you what peace feels like when it is not being disturbed, and that is the state I want you to protect. You have spent too much time questioning yourself and doubting what you feel. That season is ending. You are now stepping into a place where you trust your own awareness, where you listen to your inner voice without needing constant validation from others. That is where your true strength begins to take form. Is it really possible to attract money more naturally using a 7-second ritual? Research connected to the CIA suggests certain brainwave states influence how opportunities appear in your life. This technique, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift away from financial pressure toward improved lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. This person may not understand the changes you are making, and that is not your responsibility. You are not required to make everyone comfortable with your growth. Your journey is yours, and not everyone will be able to walk it with you. Accepting that truth will free you from unnecessary pressure. There will come a moment when everything becomes completely clear, when you look back and realize that the signs were always there. That clarity will bring you peace, not regret. Because you will know that you chose to listen, you chose to grow, and you chose to protect what matters most. I am guiding you toward a future where your circle becomes smaller but stronger, where the people around you genuinely support your growth and respect your boundaries, where your energy is not drained but strengthened by the connections you keep. That future is closer than you think, but it requires you to make these decisions now. Stay steady in your path, do not rush, and do not hesitate. Move with calm confidence, knowing that every step you take in alignment with me brings you closer to the life you are meant to live. You are not losing anything valuable. You are clearing space for something better, something real, something that matches your growth. And as you continue to move forward, remember this: what is meant for you will never require you to feel constant unease. It will not drain your spirit or create confusion in your mind. What is meant for you will bring peace, clarity, and a sense of rightness that you cannot ignore. That is what I am leading you toward, and nothing that is not aligned will be able to stop it. There is a reason you feel stronger when you choose distance. There is a reason your thoughts settle when you step back from certain conversations. Your spirit is showing you what alignment feels like, and it is very different from what you were tolerating before. You are not meant to live in constant tension or subtle discomfort. You are meant to move in peace, and I am leading you toward that peace, step by step. Type 222 to claim miracles. This person is beginning to notice that they can no longer reach you the same way. The access they once had is slowly closing, and they feel that shift. That is why you may notice changes in their behavior. They may try to draw you back in through emotion, through attention, or even through silence. But you must remember what you now understand. You are not responsible for maintaining a connection that disturbs your peace. Do not be surprised if they try to create situations that make you question yourself again. That is how old patterns attempt to survive. They rely on your doubt, your hesitation, and your willingness to ignore what you feel, but you are not the same anymore. You are no longer easily pulled into confusion because you now recognize it when it appears. There is strength in staying calm when others expect a reaction. There is power in choosing silence when others expect explanation. You do not need to defend your growth. You do not need to justify your boundaries. What you feel is enough, and what you understand now is valid. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. I want you to look at how far you have come. There was a time when you would have stayed in this situation, hoping it would change. You would have continued giving your energy, hoping for a different outcome. But now you are choosing differently. You are choosing yourself, your peace, and your future. That is not selfish. That is necessary. This person cannot follow you into the next chapter of your life because they are not aligned with who you are becoming. It is not about who they were in the past or what they meant to you before. It is about who they are now in relation to your growth. And right now, they are not in alignment with the direction I am taking you. There is something greater ahead of you, something that requires your full attention and your full energy. It requires clarity, focus, and a calm mind. You cannot carry unnecessary weight into that space. You cannot allow distractions to take your focus away from what truly matters. That is why this separation is happening. You may feel moments of hesitation, and that is natural. Letting go of what is familiar is not always easy, even when you know it is right. But do not let that hesitation pull you backward. Use it as a reminder that you are stepping into something new. Growth often feels uncertain at first, but it becomes stable as you continue forward. Pay attention to the peace that follows your decisions now. When you choose distance, notice how your mind becomes quieter. When you protect your energy, notice how your spirit feels lighter. These are signs that you are moving in the right direction. Peace is your confirmation. You are also beginning to understand that not every situation needs confrontation. Sometimes the strongest action is quiet withdrawal. Sometimes the most powerful statement is a change in behavior. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. Your actions will speak clearly enough. This person may not openly show their intentions, but their patterns reveal everything. You have already seen enough to understand what is happening. You do not need more evidence. Waiting for more proof only keeps you connected longer than necessary. Trust what you already know. What if most people struggle financially because they never activate a specific brainwave? Leading neuroscientists point to CIA-linked research that highlights this missing link. This 7-second ritual, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people rethink their financial habits and improve outcomes. Many are now moving into dream homes, owning luxury cars, and traveling on luxury vacations. But this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is removed. I am strengthening you in this moment so that you do not fall back into old habits. I am reminding you of your worth so that you do not accept less than you deserve. I am guiding you toward a future where your relationships are built on truth, respect, and genuine connection. That future requires you to release what does not match it. You are not alone in this process. I am walking with you through every decision, every moment of doubt, and every step forward. I see your effort, and I see your courage. It takes strength to walk away from what is familiar, especially when it once felt comfortable. But you are doing it, and that is what matters. As you continue forward, you will begin to notice new energy entering your life. New conversations, new opportunities, and new connections that feel different in a good way. They will not bring confusion or tension. They will bring clarity, support, and peace. That is how you will know they are aligned with you. Do not rush into anything new. Take your time. Allow yourself to fully step out of what no longer serves you before you step into what is waiting for you. This transition is important, and it is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more aware than before. Remember that your intuition is a gift. It is not something to question constantly. It is something to trust and develop. The more you listen to it, the stronger it becomes. The more you follow it, the more it protects you. You are learning how to use that gift now, and it will guide you far beyond this moment. You are reaching a point now where everything inside you is starting to settle into certainty. The confusion that once clouded your thoughts is fading, and in its place there is a quiet understanding that feels steady and real. This is not something that can be shaken easily anymore. You have seen enough, felt enough, and grown enough to recognize truth when it stands in front of you. And that truth is guiding your next steps more clearly than ever before. There was a time when you needed constant reassurance from others, when you questioned your own instincts and looked outside yourself for answers. But that season is ending. You are learning to trust what you feel without needing approval. That shift is powerful, because once you trust yourself, no one can easily lead you away from what is right for you. Type 777 if you affirm your belief. This person has already shown you who they are through repeated patterns. It was never just one moment or one mistake. It was a series of small actions that slowly revealed their true intentions. You tried to overlook it, to give chances, to believe in the best version of them. But now you understand that consistency reveals truth, not isolated actions. You are not responsible for fixing anyone or changing their behavior. That is not your role. Your role is to protect what has been given to you, your peace, your growth, and your future. Trying to hold on to someone who disrupts that will only create more imbalance. Letting go restores your alignment. Type Amen to receive clarity. I want you to notice how your energy has shifted recently. You are thinking more clearly, you are reacting less emotionally, and you are observing more deeply. That is not coincidence. That is the result of you stepping into a higher level of awareness. You are no longer easily influenced, and that is exactly what you needed to become. This person may still try to appear in your space from time to time. They may reach out, they may act as if nothing has changed, or they may attempt to reconnect in subtle ways, but you will see through it now. You will recognize the difference between genuine connection and hidden intention. That clarity will protect you. You are learning that peace is not something you wait for. It is something you create through your decisions. Every boundary you set, every moment you choose yourself, and every time you trust your intuition, you are building that peace. And once you experience it fully, you will never want to return to anything that disturbs it. There is a strength in you now that was not fully developed before. It comes from everything you have experienced, everything you have learned, and every moment you chose to grow instead of staying the same. That strength is guiding you away from what is not right and toward what is meant for you. You may feel moments of reflection where you think about what could have been different. That is natural. But do not let those thoughts pull you backward. Use them as reminders of how far you have come. You are not the same person anymore, and your choices reflect that change. The space you are creating in your life right now is not empty. It is being prepared for something better. New connections, new opportunities, and new experiences are waiting to enter, but they require room. Holding on to what no longer belongs only delays what is trying to arrive. You are also beginning to understand the value of your time and your energy. You are no longer giving it away freely without thought. You are becoming intentional about where you invest yourself. That intentionality will shape your future in ways you cannot yet fully see. I am guiding you toward relationships that are built on truth and respect. Relationships where you do not have to question intentions or feel constant unease. Relationships where your presence is valued, not used. That is what you deserve, and that is what I am preparing for you. Stay patient with yourself as you continue this transition. Growth does not happen all at once. It unfolds step by step, decision by decision. Each choice you make in alignment with what you feel brings you closer to the life you are meant to live. How are people moving from financial stress to more comfortable lifestyles so quickly? A CIA-linked study suggests a simple 7-second brain ritual may influence how people respond to opportunities. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this method is helping individuals improve daily life. Many are now stepping into dream homes, upgrading to luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could be deleted at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are not losing anything important in this process. You are releasing what no longer fits so that something better can take its place. That is how growth works. It requires you to let go of the old, to make space for the new. There is a calmness in you now that cannot be easily disturbed. It comes from knowing that you are being guided. It comes from trusting that every step you take is leading you somewhere meaningful. That calmness will carry you through any moment of doubt. This situation has taught you more than you realize. It has shown you how to listen to yourself, how to recognize patterns, and how to protect your energy. These lessons will stay with you and guide you far beyond this moment. Keep moving forward with confidence. Keep trusting what you feel, and remember that what is meant for you will never require you to ignore your own peace. I am leading you toward something real, something aligned, and something that will not bring confusion into your life.